Well, back in 2018, Tiina Jauhiainen tried to help her best friend, Princess Latifa, leave her life as the daughter of Dubai's ruler. But in a dramatic intervention at sea, the princess was returned to the UAE. Now, Jauhiainen is campaigning for Latifa's freedom, and I'm pleased to say she joins me live now from Finland. Great to have you with us on the programme, Tiina. So take us back, if you will, to that dramatic escape attempt. It sounds almost like something from a film, but talk us through what happened and how you were feeling as that began to unfold.
It's been nearly 3 years now since our escape. We left Dubai on 24th of February 2018, and we spent about 8 days at sea until we got raided by joined Indian and UAE military forces. And Latifa was kidnapped from the boat. She was taken off the boat, kicking and screaming, and that was the last time I've seen my friend.
So what prompted that escape attempt in the first place? I think when people hear the word princess, they might imagine that Latifa had everything she could have wanted, but what kind of life was she actually living?
Well, from outside, you would think that she had everything. She was living in a palace. She had a driver. She had money and the wealth that some people might dream of. But in reality, Latifa was very unhappy. She wanted to live a private, independent life. She wanted to study. She wanted to travel, to have a job. And all these things were actually forbidden from her. She hadn't left the country even since year 2000.
And you say you haven't seen her since this escape attempt 3 years ago now. What do you fear might have happened to her?
Well, I haven't seen Latifa since then, but in 2019, we actually managed to smuggle a phone to Latifa. I was initially contacted by a person who was passing a message from her to me. And then several weeks later, we managed to get a phone to Latifa. And that's how we got this evidence that has been released yesterday and has been already submitted to the UN for further investigation as well.
So what would you like the international community to do now?
I would like the international community to put pressure on Dubai ruler to finally release Latifa. I was very happy to actually, when I woke up this morning, to realize that the international community is already speaking out. The head of United Nations Human Rights Office, the likes of Dominic Raab and Boris Johnson. So that was already a step for the better. During the past 3 years, even after the UK High Court ruling, we didn't see this type of development. So I'm very, very hopeful that this could potentially lead to Latifa's freedom.
Okay, Tiina Jauhiainen, thanks very much indeed for taking the time to talk to us today.